You're on, my friend.
Go get him, Adam!
You know, my name is Randy Blythe, not Adam Blythe. Adam Green is up next, and I was worried about fucking his name up, but Jello already did it for me, so it's good. This is not the first time I have delivered a eulogy for Dave Brockie. I did it at the private service, and now, just as important, we need to do it for all you people. Dave is the only motherfucker I know who has to get put away twice. You know what I mean? He's too fucking big for one funeral. So, you know, most of you probably know my band if you're from around here or whatever. But I moved to Richmond in 1989. I was 18 years old. And I moved here under like deep cover as a college student because I didn't do fuck all with college. You know what I mean? What I came here was for the music scene, and because I was from the Tidewater area, and there were some clubs, but Richmond always had a lot more going on. I did really good at going to shows, like just about every night of the week, and going to parties. I didn't do so well at college, and one night. I was going to the 7-Eleven over on Main Street over by BCU, and I saw all these people walking in just covered in all this fucking shit, man. They had been hosed down or whatever. And I looked at them, I'm like, what happened to you guys? And they said, we just came from GWAR. And I said, what is a GWAR? So, you know, I guess 2 months later they played downstairs at Rockets. I don't know if you guys remember that place. And in preparation for the show, just in case the band sucked, I took 3 hits of high quality bladder acid. This ensured that not only would I not have a boring time at the show, but that I would be in no way, shape, or prepared for what was about to happen, you know? So my first GWAR experience is I'm sitting there, peeking my fucking balls off, you know? Trying to understand the secrets of the universe, and then these fucking freaks come in and start killing everything. Oh my God. Holy fuck. This is fucking awesome, yeah? So, you know, after that, it was, I knew GWAR was from Richmond, and I decided I had to meet these guys, but I had no fucking clue who they were. You know, they were like a mystery to me. And it was really cool because it wasn't like, you know, trying to meet Iron Maiden or you know, someone completely unattainable. It was like these guys were from right here in Richmond, you know. And eventually I started meeting them, and I don't remember particularly the first time I met Dave, but I remember being shocked after a while that he knew who I was. We started our band, we were called Burn the Priest at that time, and I remember, you know, one night we played, and the guys were like, yo, Dave Brockie's here, you know. I was like, wow, you know, that's cool. After the show, we played first on like a 4-band bill. Nobody gave a fuck. You know, we'd only been a band, you know, 6 months or whatever. Totally terrible show. I'm pushing the stuff out of the back of Twisters. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's called like Nancy Ray Gun now or something. I'm pushing this shit out of the back, and I see Brockie, you know, reigning at the bar. There's people around him. He's got his beer, and I'm pushing our gear out. And he looks over at me and goes, "Hey, Randy." And I'm like, oh shit, he knows my name. He's like, "It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, baby."
Yeah.
And basically he was just like, "Get back to work, son," and then ordered himself another beer. But I started seeing him around. And we did some tours, you know, and eventually we changed our name to Lamb of God. And the first tour we ever did as Lamb of God, the first real tour we ever did, GWAR took us out. You know? They gave us a chance. Nobody knew who the fuck we were. They basically taught us how to tour. I didn't know what a tour manager was. I didn't know what a lighting guy was. I didn't know what production meant, any of that music business stuff. We learned all that from them on that tour. They taught us how to be a band, how to do what we do for a living today. For that, we're eternally grateful to these guys. In a strange way, they're kind of like parents to us, which is kind of disturbing. But you know, during that tour, on the 4th date, because I was so excited, you know, we were out playing for all these people, GWAR fans. On the 4th date, I decided it would be a good idea to go to a party after the show in Columbus, Ohio, and get completely fucked up and walk off the roof of the house party we were at. And I fell, you know, 2.5 stories, knocked myself out, broke my arm, and missed the next show the next day in West Virginia, and then rejoined the tour. And I had a cast and pins sticking out of my arm, and we played, and I remember looking, and it hurt like a motherfucker, right? Because I got this broken arm with pins sticking out of it. And every time I sing, it's like all the blood in my body is just rushing to this arm. It's excruciating. But I look over and I see Dave, and he's watching us play that night, and he's just like, you know? And it fucking helped me, you know? And as our career went on, you know, every time we put out a new record, every time we got a tour, Dave would tell me, he's like, dude, I'm fucking proud of you, you know? That meant more to me than any record review, any Grammy nomination, any sort of tour we ever did. It meant more to me that my friend that I respected so much would take time out of his day and say, dude, I'm fucking proud of you, you know? Because this is a guy I respected a lot. Dave was a fucking artist. He never stopped working. He never stopped working. So, as time went on, our friendship kind of deepened, and every now and then Dave would summon me to the slave pit, you know? And it was different than me going to the slave pit, because I would just pop by sometimes to say hello to these dudes. But when Dave called, I knew that meant he had some sort of fucked up idea he wanted me to be involved in. So one day, I get this call, and he's like, Randy, I want you to come to the slave pit. I have this idea. I'm like, great, wonderful, here we go. We go down there. Excuse me, I had to put that down. I go down there, and there's Dave in his office. And Dave was always in the office at the slave pit. He's always like doing press. He's always designing the next GWAR story. He's always fixing Oderus, do whatever the fuck he's doing. But he's like, dude, I have an idea. And I'm like, okay. He shuts the door in the office. And he's like, there is this thing, and it is called Freud. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, it's a giant gelatinous mass. We're going to build it. It's like this ooze of ectoplasm. And we're going to have the audience seated all the way around it. And they're going to come in, and we're going to get Devin Townsend to do the music. It's going to be very, very disturbing. It's just going to be horrific noise. And it's going to start quiet, and this ooze is going to start spinning, right? And there's going to be lights going on in the middle. And stuff is going to start flying off the side, and it's going to be smacking the audience members in the face. And the music is going to get louder and louder and more intense. And in the middle, as the lights are going on, there's going to be this pathetic, mewling figure. And all you can see is his outline. And he's going to be like... and he's going to reach up, and he's going to be like this. And at the top of this thing, he's spinning faster and faster and faster. He's going to give out a giant scream. And then it's going to explode, and the audience is going to be coated in mucus and bile, and that thing in the middle of this mountain is you. Randy, you are Freud. And I looked at him, and I said, I'll do it. Fuck yeah, I'll do it. I have no idea of what the fuck you're talking about right now, Dave. But I will fucking do it because I knew he could make it work. Think about the concept of GWAR. Just consider GWAR for a second. Should it work? No! Fuck no, it shouldn't work. But it has for decades. Look at these dudes, they're still up here. You know? So, you know, I knew that if Dave had this idea for this thing called Throid, and that I was going to be Throid, then fuck yeah, I'm going to be the best Throid that I can be. Because Dave believed in me, and that's the whole thing. You know, GWAR has taken so many bands out that have given them their chance. You know, my band was one of them. They've supported the arts, particularly in Richmond, in all sorts of ways. It's just fucking amazing. That's right, Richmond. Let me hear it for Richmond. One thing we also learned, my band, and the way we do things this day, is that we don't fuck around on stage. Because we were first on the bill, and if you fuck around in front of GWAR, you're gonna get GWAR'd off the fucking stage. So we would come on, start playing 4 songs in a minute. Okay, thanks for letting my God. 4 more songs. You know, if you give them a chance, all you're gonna hear is it has served us well, you know. But one of my fondest memories of Dave, and I'm going to close with this, is the first night of that tour, you know, that we did with them on our first tour as Lamb of God. We played a club called Birch Hill up in New Jersey. And it was before the club. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. There's a loading dock on the side. It's the first gig of the tour, and I'm really fucking nervous because there's a line of people just like you all the way around the block, you know. It's the biggest crowd we've ever played in front of before. And it's about 30 minutes before showtime, and I go to our van and get my clothes or whatever and come out, and I see Dave standing on the loading dock. He wasn't in his Oderus costume yet. And he's standing there and he's looking at this line of all these people, all of you people just like you. And he's got his arms crossed, and he's got his Redskins jersey, and he's got his fucking fanny pack on, because he didn't give a fuck. And he's standing there, Dave Brockie, the only guy I know who could rock a fanny pack to this day. He's standing there with his arms, his crossed, and he has this immense look of satisfaction and pride on his face. And I go up and I'm like, "What's up, Dave?" And he's, "We have the weirdest fans in the world." And he said it with such love. Dave loved you people, you know? He fucking loved you. And he was proud that he could be a giant space monster for you, you know? I told my wife that story about 8 million times before Dave ever passed. And she said, the first time when Dave died, I told her that story. I'm like, "Have I ever told you the story about it?" And she goes, "Yes, honey," you know, and just let me ramble instead of, like, you know, cutting me off. But she goes, "Honey, he gave them a home." And that's what Dave did for me. He gave me a home. And he gave us all a home together, you know? We're all here right now. This is evidence of it. And Dave would be very fucking proud of all you people. So, you know, I can't say it's my pleasure to get up here and give a eulogy for Dave Brockie, but I will say it is my honor. He is my friend, and, you know, a big brother figure to me. He taught me a lot, and I know he would be so proud that all you people are here to honor him today. Thank you very much. And now, and now, Dave was on Randy Green, yes. Dave was on a TV show called Holliston. And the dude who writes and directs and acts in that is a guy named Adam Green. He's here. He's going to speak. If you've never seen the show, Oderus was Adam's imaginary friend, you know? And it was that important. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam Green from Austin.
Thank you. I do this, public speaking thing all the time, and normally, there's like a script and not a speech. Whether I'm going to colleges to inspire people that they should try to chase their dreams or whatever, but I've never done this before, and this is gonna be really hard. So bear with me. My name's Adam Green, and I'm the guy on the bill tonight who's not a rock star. I was not in Dead Kennedys. I'm not Lamb of God. In fact, I think that GWAR only asked me to speak today because Pete Steele is dead and Axl Rose is always late. So. But I'm a filmmaker. I made the Hatchet movies and no shit, I seriously thought like 3 people here would even know what the fuck it was. So thank you guys. But I'm the creator and the star of Holliston, in which Dave played my imaginary friend, Oderus Urungus. He lived in my closet, and he would give me horrible advice and touch me inappropriately, much like he did in real life. And Dave was also one of my closest friends, and we got to work very closely together on Holliston. I was honored to be asked to speak here tonight, and I'm especially honored to be sharing the stage with all these guys who have treated me like family since day one, and I love all of you. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not a rock star. I don't really even consider myself famous, but even though I work in Hollywood as a writer and a director and an actor, I promise you I'm not here to try to tell you how to vote or that eating vegan will make you shit glitter in democracy. I'm here to support my friends in GWAR, and most of all, my fellow Bohabs, of which I have been a member for 25 years now. And most of all, to say farewell to my friend Dave. When I was 14 years old, I got my first job bagging groceries at a supermarket on Cape Cod, and the one weird cashier with the piercings and shit turns around to me one day and he says, "Hey man, listen to this tape, it'll change your life." And that tape was Hello, and it did change my life. By the time I got through the first chorus of I'm in love with a dead dog, I was a fan for life. And not because I've personally been in love with a dead dog per se, at least not that I'm gonna admit here today, because I know this is probably being filmed for YouTube, and maybe there was one time, but it was only half dead. But you know what, like when I heard that tape, like I became a fan because just I got it. And outsiders, they don't understand GWAR, and they don't understand us as fans. Why would anybody pay their hard-earned money to go see a band dressed up as rubber monsters and get tons of like bodily fluids thrown on them? Well, they slip and fall and get the shit kicked out of them in a mosh pit. But if you're here tonight, and if you're watching this later at home, then I don't need to tell you why. You just get it. For those of you that out there that don't understand GWAR, fuck you. We love GWAR because of the awesome music, their sense of humor, their artistic creativity, the social commentary, and the fact that they take these fucking assholes that we put up on a pedestal, these celebrities and politicians, and then they slaughter them in front of us for our enjoyment. There's no other band like GWAR, and there never will be. And as we all know, Dave Brockie's sense of humor, his wit, and his twisted soul were like some of the main potent ingredients that made this band what it was and what it will continue to be. All of you know Dave's work, whether it was Death Piggy, GWAR, Ex-Cops, the Dave Brockie Experience. You know Dave's writing, his art, his poetry, his fucking incoherent novel. Dude, I'm sorry, but no matter how many times you tried to explain War Gold to me, a 6-year-old could write a more comprehensible novel than that. We knew his sports commentating, his love for the Redskins, the fact that he was a walking encyclopedia of useless Russian history, his hilarious public appearances and interviews. But hopefully by now, and it sounds like a lot of you have seen his work on Holliston, or that you'll seek it out, but some of the best and the funniest shit he's ever done. And I'm honored that Dave trusted me so fully with the Oderus character and let me write his character, because I know there's not a lot of humans that ever had that opportunity. Maybe you guys waited outside of a concert to meet him. Maybe you've come to one of the live performances of Holliston that we've done and had a chance to meet him. But over the last 5 years, I'm one of the lucky few who got to know the real Dave. And I got to work with him, create with him, tour with him, perform with him, and truly become incredibly close friends with him. And I regret that all of you who loved him so much didn't get the opportunity that I had. But behind the decadent Oderus persona, deep within the guy who could absurdly say shocking things and get away with it, because, I mean, think about the genius of that character. He could say anything and you can't argue because you're arguing with a rubber alien. Like, so who's the asshole? I also was someone who had the unfortunate luck of having to have my dressing room right next to his, and I can tell you firsthand, that costume smelled like a rotting bag of dicks that was left in a trash bag filled with curdled milk in the middle of summer. It was fucking horrible. But behind all of that was an incredibly sensitive guy, and a guy whose mind worked so fast and so uniquely that he operated on his own planet. He's also a guy who appreciated you, his fans, more than you'll ever know. What Dave, the tattooed heavy metal badass, probably wouldn't want everybody to know, though, is that he was such a sweet guy that he never missed an opportunity to tell you that he loved you. And perhaps out of everything I can take out of my time with Dave, it's to do that. You know, as a somewhat grown man, I don't do that. You know, I don't say I love you to the people that probably need to hear it, and it's probably because I'm afraid to say it because I don't want to get my heart broken, or I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's just as a man, you don't want to say that to another dude, you know, I love you. But all I know is that even dying far too young and far too fast, Dave never missed that opportunity. Now, just about 14 days before he passed away, he had called and left me a message just to say, I love you. And sometimes, I keep this on my phone so that I can hear it when I need it, or when I can play it for other people that should hear it. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try, so let's see.
Hey, what's up? There, buddy. I just thought I would give you a call. We are in Australia, and killing it. Getting this insane reaction from chopping off Tony Hadad's head. He's the Prime Minister of this country. And it's like, it's really getting fucking intense. And I just was missing my house and family, and just wondering what was going on. And after this is over, we're going to Japan for 2 shows, and I'll be home in about 2 weeks. I really love to talk to you and catch up with everything that's going on. Hope you and yours are doing great. Please give my love to everyone. I miss you with a motherfucking word. And love you very much. You little great motherfucker. Alright, take care.
Now, I didn't call Dave back right away. I didn't text because I assumed I'd see him again very soon and get to say it. But I can't now. So, in the presence of my metal family, I love you too, Dave. Sorry I didn't say it enough, and I promise that I won't make that mistake again with anybody else. On behalf of the fans in the Holliston Nation, of which I know there's many out here today, and on behalf of the main cast, Joe Lynch, Laura Tees, Corey English, and Dee Snyder.
Yeah.
We miss you, we love you, and we will do you proud when the show continues with season 3. In closing, I want to say, first of all, I think it's testament to how amazing Dave was that he could die suddenly but still drag it out over 5 fucking months. I've used the word family a bunch tonight. You've heard that word used a bunch, and I've had a fucking hell of a year personally, between death, divorce, and all the shit that we all have to deal with in one way or another. And there's one message, if I could use this opportunity to spread to you guys, and that's that, like, life is gonna kick you in the balls repeatedly. You're gonna get fired from jobs. You're gonna have husbands and wives tell you they don't love you anymore and leave you. You're gonna have friends let you down. And when life throws shit at you and you don't think you can take it anymore, all you have to do is go to a concert and celebrate one of the bands you love, and your family will always be here.
Hell yeah.
We will never break up. We will never let each other down, and we will always be there to help each other off of the mosh pit that is life. So tomorrow, when you're celebrating the life of Dave and you're watching these bands, make sure that you take a moment to look around and appreciate this time that we get together, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And let the bands on stage feel that, especially GWAR, who needs you now and moving forward more than ever before. GWAR's never let us down, so let's not let them down now. And if you guys will sing along with me now. How the wheels keep rolling, and another milepost gone, all along the road behind. Oh, can't you hear me calling?
Just like the sailor's song, all alone and over the hand.
Sad Will, baby. Dave, I hope you're seeing this. I hope you're seeing this family that you created. We're still here, we're still standing together, and we're still with you. I love you. I love you. Let's have a great fucking weekend, guys. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you John Freeman, who was GWAR's publicist for many years. Let's give it up.
Alright, so I'm not going to talk much because I'm the guy who usually gets the band to talk to other people, so nobody really wants to hear what I have to say. But I gotta say this, 6 years I've been working with these guys, and every single one of them is like a fucking family member to me. Every one of them. Dave, just like them as well. I mean, a lot of times we would do press trips, Dave would come to my house, Dave would stay at my house, and we'd be hanging out, or I'd be, here's a great story. I go downstairs one night, lights are off, it's dark. This is in my kitchen. That's Dave, just staring up. My roommate comes down, hey, you alright? He looks at her, I'm fine, do you want to snuggle? Like, that's Dave. There's Dave, there's Oderus. I love them, I love him, I love these guys, and honestly, working with Dave, I wasn't sure, working with GWAR, what we were gonna do. Like, when I was 16 years old, standing at the front of the stage, getting shot with fake jizz, I didn't think I would be writing press releases saying, like, GWAR to take over Japan, GWAR, the biggest thing to hit Japan since the atomic bomb. That press release was edited. We were not allowed to run with that press release, but it was good. And speaking of being edited, my favorite press release story, and this goes, and there's people here that know it and will appreciate it, Mike Faley, Jack Flanagan. Basically, we wrote a story in our press release, and the quote was something to the effect of Lindsay Lohan's diseased twat. Look, maybe in communication school I didn't learn the right way to format writing the word twat in a press release, but it read okay to me, and it read okay to Dave, and we sent it through everybody, to the record company and all the management to approve the press release. Everything was good, but one person didn't like the word twat, okay? So because that person didn't like the word, we went back and forth 25 times at least on these fucking emails, to finally, Manager Jack comes in, the last email, and says, all right, everyone, dear all, twat changed to puss has been approved. Sincerely, Jack Flanagan. That's the kind of shit that I work on with these guys. That's the kind of stuff I went to college for. And that's why I love all of you with all my heart, and I love Dave so much. Hail fucking GWAR, hail fucking Oderus, and hail Dave Brockie. Right now, I think we're gonna bring up that guy formerly known as Beefcake, currently known as the one and only Mr. Dr. Mike Bishop.
That's that guy. All right. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Ever. All right, you know what? Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I've said a lot, and I didn't expect to be as moved by this today as I have been. And, Dave, I know for a fact that Dave wouldn't have been, he wouldn't he wouldn't have expected this somehow, because it wasn't in him to expect this, but he would appreciate it a lot. So, yes, we are. But, you know, we did something at another ceremony for Dave where it didn't really seem right to, you know, end in a kind of sadness. And a good friend of ours, Chris Bobst, who was in GWAR when I saw GWAR at Schaefer Court back in the late 80s or mid 80s. And you know, Chris suggested that maybe when you're thinking about Dave, the best thing to do is for everybody to have a primal scream in his honor. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, I just want you to scream at the top of your lungs so that Dave can hear you, right? And you'll be amazed at how good this feels. And it's something that he did all the fucking time. So let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Feels good. Doesn't that feel good? All right. So happy to have the people on this stage here today. So happy to have the people in the audience here today. Yeah, there is a lot of love. Right now, we are going to perform a ceremony that is untested. But we have faith that the slaves of GWAR will execute this in style, if not completely. So, we are going to give Dave Brockie a fitting, and Oderus Urungus, actually, that's who we're sending off right now, a Viking funeral. And leading us will be the beautiful Danielle Stamp, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable to have her here. As the Valkyrie, Slymenstra Hyman. She will lead us, as will the pipes, right? And we're going to do the Pied Piper thing. We're going to head to the lake, and a flaming arrow is going to be shot at the gasoline-soaked rubber monster that's floating in a Viking ship. Let's do it.
Hey, here comes the fire.
Great job.
Oh, good Lord. He's on fire. Not anymore. It's a lot of water. Oh, no, it's right. It's right. You can feel the heat from here, too. I know. I'm sweating.
Fire. People did a good job.
No, go right ahead. Sorry, buddy. I think that I want it, maybe. Rest in peace, Dave.
Yeah.